Why do labor rigidities reduce economic aggregate supply? Imagine a busy factory trying to ramp up production quickly to meet rising demand. Now picture how hard it is if workers can't easily change their hours or wages. That's what happens when labor rigidities are in place. These rigidities make it tough for wages and employment levels to adjust smoothly when the economy changes. Aggregate supply is the total amount of goods and services that businesses are willing and able to produce at different price levels. When labor markets are flexible, wages and employment can shift easily in response to changes in demand or productivity. But when labor rigidities exist, these adjustments slow down or don't happen at all. Wage rigidity is a common form of labor rigidity. It means wages don't fall easily even if demand for labor drops. Employers might hesitate to cut wages because of legal restrictions, contracts, or fear of losing employee morale. As a result, wages stay high even when the economy slows down, leading to higher labor costs for firms. Employment rigidity is another issue. It happens when laws or costs make it expensive or complicated for firms to fire workers or reduce their workforce. High firing costs or strict employment protection laws make firms cautious about hiring or adjusting their staff during economic shifts. This hesitancy causes slower recovery from downturns and less flexibility in output. Because wages and employment don't adjust quickly, firms can't respond efficiently to changes in productivity or demand. This means they produce less than they could if labor markets were flexible. The result is a lower overall output, which reduces the economy's aggregate supply. Labor rigidities also influence inflation. When wages don't decrease during slowdowns, firms face higher costs and may raise prices to cover expenses. During booms, rigid wages can prevent the supply of labor from increasing fast enough, limiting output growth. This supply constraint can push prices higher, fueling inflation. In practical terms, economies with high labor rigidities tend to see slower growth, higher unemployment, and more persistent inflation. Because firms can't adjust their workforce easily, the economy struggles to respond to shocks. This limits the total output and can make inflation worse when demand stays strong. So, labor rigidities reduce aggregate supply because they block wages and employment from adjusting freely. This limits how much firms can produce and respond to economic changes. When supply is constrained, prices tend to rise, and economic growth slows down. Understanding this helps explain why flexible labor markets are important for a healthy economy.